Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. I remain your G, Arenga. We are here live and direct at where? Ijebu-Isire, that's Ijebu East, around Mushin area in Ogun State, Nigeria. I have one or two elders that will tell you all you need to know about this town. This town is a very peaceful town. Honestly, I've been here for almost 3 days now and I've been having fun enjoying myself. I came here courtesy of my friend, my good brother, in person of Dosumu Adedotun. Yeah, we went to the same school together, and he told me that he will be coming home. You know, he's not based in Nigeria, so he's based in the States, and he told me that he will be coming home for a burial ceremony. And I said, okay, no problem. Let me come out down to this place and do one or two things, you know, in the town, so that you people can know more about the Ijebus. I have with me my boy, Isaac. Isaac is from Ebonyi. Isaac Vincent, Ebonyi State. And I have Cooks.
What's up?
That's Cooks for you. I also have
Don't mind my look.
J-Boy.
Don't mind my look. It's the reception.
And the one and only,
Country.
that's the Dosumu, another Dosumu, two Dosumu. Ah, another Dosumu is counterfeit. That's the younger brother to Dotman, Soji Dosumu. I'm sure you have seen him. Welcome again, my wonderful people. And like I said to you earlier on that we are at Ijebu-Isire in Ogun State, Nigeria. So to justify this, we decided to talk to one of the elders in the town in person of our daddy. So daddy, may we meet you, sir?
Thank you very much. You are very welcome, my brothers. I am Otumba Professor Ijebu-Isire, Otumba Beluga of Ijebu-Isire.
My name is Olashupo Luashegun Tubobo, a citizen or a native of Isire, which I am proud of anywhere, anytime.
It's a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, we would like to know, how did you come about Isire?
Okay, thank you. Isire is a community that has been in existence for many years back. Although from our finding, we can't really get the actual date when the founders came. But from the history collated, we can say that Isire was founded many years back, probably 1,000, by a man called Nilawo.
Sir, we would like to know, the kingship, do we have kings here, or is it Bale?
Isire is a peculiar town. The old something developed to Isire Development Council, which is now running the community now for now.
Okay.
And Isire Development Council and the elder from
Nilawo.
Nilawo.
He was a hunter. So our elders said that the man came from a village near Oyo, Ilawo. That Ilawo is a village very close to Oyo. You know that in the olden days, people do migrate
From one town
due
to
to
another.
one reason or the other.
Yes, exactly.
It may be due to war or any natural occurrence like pandemic or whatever. So the man left Nilawo with his people. So he passed through Abeokuta. So on getting to Ijebu-Isire, being a hunter, he can't stay in the city. He needs to move far into the bush. He left Ijebu-Isire, getting to Iron. Iron is very close to Ijebu-Isire. That is Christoguman just town. So he settled there for a while. But when he was coming, the first wife, they all came together from Danielawo. Getting to Ijebu-Isire, he got another wife. The first wife is called Mare. The second one is called Agemo. So when he came to Iron, he wished to settle there with the Eliron. So they are living together for some time before there was a disagreement. They said that the cause of the disagreement was that the Eliron was befriending one of the wife.
The wives, okay.
So because he didn't want to fight with the Eliron because it's the person that hosted him, he now moved down to a village near Ishon. The village is between Ishon and Ilodo. The area is called Idotun. Getting there, he found that there was one hunter there that have settled there. So to avoid another problem, he moved further to a village called Ipekwe. That Ipekwe is very close, it's between Ikala and Ilodo, and this is Isire. So on getting to that Ipekwe, he consulted the Ifa Oracle, and the Ifa asked him to move down. That Ipekwe will not be a conducive, it's not going to be conducive for him. So he now need to move far. So he now came to Isire, this place, Isire. So before settling down properly, you know that passing through all this is not a day journey, and it's going to take them years. So the man, because of the age, so he just settled at this area that is called Itametu. I mean, it's not far, it's about let's say 50 or 100 meters to where we are sitting. So that is where he made the camp, the tent that he was living with. Because of the old age, he couldn't do much. So later, you know that, he's not the only one. I mean, it's not only the person. I mean, it's not only him that came.
Yeah.
He has other followers. So the brothers, sisters, and others, and even he might even have slaves. So those now move further, settle down. So because of that Itametu couldn't develop like this place, because its people now migrate to where we are now, calling Isire. There's a one camp there, that bush, that forest. It was a big forest before, because of the deforestation by this timber contractor. Before, in the olden days, the place a big forest. So he said there was a camp there that he settled down all his shrine that they do worship. The Oro shrine, I think it's still there if they are not vandalize everything. Because of the civilization. Yes. Nobody have interest in worshiping such things because of the Christianity. So he had a camp there where he do worship Isoro, and the forest is named Ijebu-Isire.
Ijebu-Isire.
If they want to, if the Oro, I think you understand what I mean by Oro. If the Oro wants to come out, it is from that forest that the Oro come out. And that Oro normally come out when there's, maybe if there's any problem in the town, or they want to make a sacrifice. There's a sacrifice they call Igbalu. It's like cleaning the town, the community from the evils, all this satanic something. They use Oro to sanitize the community or fumigate the community there. That was their belief. So later died and he was buried there. Buried there. That he go. The wife was buried in front of this church.
Okay.
That is why this junction in front of this church is called Itamare.
Okay. So this in front of this church is Itamare.
Itamare. So that Mare is
the wife,
the senior wife.
Now, okay.
So the other wife, the second wife, is Agemo. It's called Agemo. The one he married along the journey. Why he was coming to Isire. So it was that second wife. The first wife was barren. No children. I mean, No. She was barren. So maybe that is why they named that junction Itamare. To immortalize her. Yeah. You see one big wood there that look like a charcoal. There. That is the remnant of the tree. Was Omo tree there.
Omo tree, yeah.
That they planted where buried
buried
that
her.
woman. That
Okay.
woman. So the other wife that was called Agemo is the one that brought the Agemo doctrine to this
To
town.
this town.
When the woman was looking for child, they now consulted the oracle, the Ifa. The Ifa now told them that unless the woman go back home and bring the idol that her parent was worshipping, and which idol is Agemo, because that woman is from Agemo worshipper. Maybe you should know that Agemo is peculiar to Ijebu. There's
Yes.
no way that you could write the history of Ijebu without
mentioning Agemo. You're right, sir.
So that is how Agemo came to Isire. So the woman, because of the woman, they want the woman to bear a child. So they now brought the Agemo to the Isire for the woman to be worshipping. They said that the woman should not be far from that Agemo. So when the woman brought the Agemo, so they now created a place. The place was created in form of forest where they put the Agemo idol or whatever inside the forest. They call that forest Ijebu-Agemo. And that forest is opposite the Nilawo forest, where the Orodu come south. Sure, understand?
Yeah.
So they are opposite. But now the afforestation, the timber contractor, they are cut everything, but you can see that is the bush I'm talking of. One is here, the other one is the opposite.
Wow.
You understand? So the woman now got a child. So, and they said that child must be worshipping that Agemo. That is why, that is how the Agemo came to the Isire land. So it was after that the Agemo worshipper from other town now joined them. And there was a history that says that there's one man, Agemo worshipper, that killed somebody, that killed someone from somewhere where they go for entertainment of the people. And he now came to Isire for refuge. You understand? And the Agemo people here accommodated him to come and shun that person. So the other Agemo are forgotten about that lineage to the Isire. We have three family, Agemo family in Isire. The first one is from the Agemo, the wife of Nilawo. The other one, the second one is the one that came. The third one I've forgotten how that one came to Isire. Because I will not say what I don't know. You see, history. History is plus or minus.
Honestly.
So, and thank God, because of the civilization in the community, because this community, before I was born, they have produced professor. And I'm 50 years plus. So we have the Professor Ogun and others, and many PhD. So their masters and many graduates. Aside from that, we have technicians, because our fathers is either you go to school or you go and learn trade. If you go to Ibadan today, go to Okeado, there's no way you not meet the Isire people there. If you go to Lagos, you meet the Isire people there. Abeokuta, Kaduna, anywhere. Our people, they were talented, and they make use of their gifts anywhere they do go. Here we don't have Oba. You understand? Because this town was founded by Hunter. It's not by a prince. That is why we don't have crown. Well, otherwise, there are some community that was founded by either Oba or a prince to the king. You understand? There's no way that you see prince that you not see the sign of the king.
Sure.
But here it was founded by Hunter. We are not from Owu Kingdom. We are different from Ogun. You understand? We are different from Ogun because we have our own tribal mark. Our tribal mark is different.
But I've not seen tribal marks on
It's because that.
Okay, is that the type that is
No,
having
no,
a work?
this one. Is my brother is. Well, I'm a baby. Also, he's a baby. Even. I don't think that there's anybody, but if you can get the picture of those elder,
Okay.
like my brother, Dotun, Ijebus have their own peculiar tribal mark. Do you understand? So, although you see, we are all migrant, nobody can claim that is the right owner of this community. Therefore, they came, they met the land here. It's not that they brought the land.
The land here.
They met it here. So we are all immigrant due to one reason or the other. So now after the white man left, so they now decided to they want our people to be well represented at the local government. Other community they have Oba, Bale, we don't have. That is how our elders there put head together and choose someone as their Bale. From the history, I learned that it was Ainojigi that was chosen as the first Bale of this community. After him, Paluka Ajayi. After Paluka Ajayi, now Onokoya, Ake Onokoya, the present Bale. Well, at the same time, we have Oloja. What is the role of the Oloja in the community? Just to take care of the dietary. You understand? The Agemo and some other dietary spiritual. It's a spiritual leader.
Okay.
It's one of the high chief under the Awujale.
Okay.
And they do go to annual Agemo festival at Ijebu-Isire. So it's the one that we organize how Isire will be represented here. Another area of development in the town is the formation of Isire Development Council. Before, we normally had of community development association, but maybe because of the city is a branch of government ministry. The Ministry of Community Development established CDA, Community Development Association, in each area, just to assist them, to feed them. If there any development that is coming from the government, they are the one that will supervise and implement such thing. Then, the security. You know that if there is no security, you can't do anything, you can't invest, you can't put any structure on the ground. So they organize some boys. Majority of them are non-indigenous. The real indigenous, they will come either mountain or weekend. By Sunday, they go. The town will be left for non-indigenous. The Igbo, the Benue, the Kutonu, and some other people. Because water is the problem in this area, not only in our community, in Ijebu, or I can say in Ogun State, because the government, they only have water corporation on paper. And thank God, Baba Samaye, one of our great father in this town, we are going to bury him next week, Saturday. So, there's no way that you will write the history of this town that you not mention that Baba, because when he came back from city, came back to the town, and he found his people doing farming. He joined them, and he developed them. What I mean by development, that he changed their orientation into mass production. The cassava production is the one that changed that open our people eyes into cassava large production, not for the subsistent farming alone, commercial farming.
Commercial farming.
Although in our forum, Isire Development Council, we are trying to see how we can aid the pineapple production. Instead of individual farming, we want to look how you can bring these people together. So that you know that when they put their resources together, they produce more.
More, exactly.
And one of our brother, and he's a member of Isire Community Development, person of Mr. Ogun. So at our last meeting, he said that he has met some people that they are ready to buy pineapple in large quantities. And that one will bring more profit to our people. But we need to give them education. They need more enlightenment. And then in time of cassava production, they are trying. Because we are not far from federal cassava project. There's one office at Ijebu-Isire. Before Ijebu-Isire. Even it's very closer to this, about 3 kilometers to this place.
Let me ask you, sir, what message do you have to the Isire children home and abroad?
Thank you very much. They are wonderful. The little time we fashion out Isire Council, Development Council, we put out a platform for Isire sons and daughters. Come and see the enthusiasm. It's fantastic. Recently, if you see at night, you see Isire now lighting up. We have solar energy street lights. Right now, we are trying to make sure that we have a good borehole, industrial borehole. Where we are is our problem. Water is a problem for us in this community. If you are in Israel, before they can conquer you here, because before any war can bombard you here, you might have seen the war. You will see those who are coming. You see those who are coming here. From left, right, and center, you see them coming. So you prepare for them.
Well,
I will use this medium to appeal to our sons and daughters, both home and abroad, to please come to the aid of this town. Isire is blessed with many things. The Igbo people and the Gede people, they will come here and make use of our land. We that are in the indigene, we don't make use 10% out of 100% of those people or those non-indigene are making. So we appeal to our people to come back home and look the way we can develop our people that are staying at home, especially the women that are doing farming. So by the time, I believe that if you can come home, we establish, if it is small industry that can engage 2 or 3 persons, that one will make our youth to settle down here instead of them going to the town. And that is what making our youth to even engage in bad activities in the towns nowadays. It's because that we don't engage them. And I pray that God will help us to do it.
Amen.
Thank
Amen.
you.
Amen and amen. Honestly, I don't think I need to ask you any question again. And so far so good. It's like you've made justice to whatever I have in mind to ask you. And I want to use this medium to say a big thank you to you. My wonderful people, welcome back once again. We are still in Ijebu-Isire, exactly, yeah. So, and here, I have a very special head of the town. Let me put it that way.
Thank you very much. My name is Steve Omotayo Adewomi Adenowo Jayesimi.
So, sir, I was told that you are the Ikeji-Ilu of Isire.
Yes.
What surrounds that title, sir?
Thank you very much. Actually, when there is president, there must be vice president in any nation.
Sure.
Or within any town or community, there will be a second in command, like Ajiroba and some others. Otumba also is among the chieftaincies. That other gentleman, Professor Ijebu-Isire, is among the chief titles. Mine is the Ikeji-Ilu Baale of Isire Ijebu land community.
So, sir, what are your duties?
Thank you. My real exactly duties is to ensure, one, for the progress of the community in general, and to ensure that there must be peace, to ensure that all the citizens who are being in position of to be having their own way of source of living, because we inherited that from our forefathers, because they welcome strangers, our forefathers. Those that we knew was among this our late father, our late Samaye. He was a great farmer. He really, engaged with small children during our own time, advised us. He was a good advisor among others. Some are late. My father is the organist of this church organist. They call him Baba Luduru, church organist. And I resemble my father, carbon copy. Isire, I'm happy that, I'm one of the citizens of this Isire town. If not, I didn't know where I might be, because the way that I was brought up was through our late Saint Irunsewe Kale. People thought his late Saint Irunsewe Kale was my father, because he's the one that trained me. Because my father was an organist, and they loved, as a bishop at Wiccan Diocese, they awarded me scholarship through that. Isire town, this Isire town must be progressive. We must move forward. That is what I told, we normally discuss within the new Isire Development Council. The youths are to be moved forward. Come back home. I've already moved back home after about 42 years under the banking industry. I will have become multi-billionaire, not millionaire. But I don't committed any fraud. That is why they still retain me as one of the bank recovery agents and auctioneer as of today.
Wow.
Because the name of this Isire town should be continue to be praised everywhere. I'm always proud to tell people that I came from Isire, Ijebu-Isire town, under Oba Olowu and Oba Kija of Ijebu land. We have good elders like Elder Dusumu, Elder Chief Balogun, Joshua Dusumu, is the Balogun of the church. They draw us near them. Likewise, the Abaijo. They encourage us. Isire is a town where I would like us, we advise those who are outside the country. This is a city. It's Israel. Name Israel. Isire is Israel. Because if we would go through what we learn from the Bible and what our Reverend Canon, mostly this very gentle Canon, whatever I preached, enter your heart, your brain. And if someone is well reasoned, you will know that Israel is under terminology of Israel.
Wow.
Torí gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìgbà yẹn láyé ìgbà yẹn lọ́hùn ó dàbí pé kò sí ìṣòro kankan tó lè lọ káàkiri àgbáyé kó kan Ísírẹ́lì bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ní Ísírẹ́ àrógun àríwàhálà kò dẹ̀ ní ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú wa ẹ̀yin kẹrẹ ẹ máa lọ re ni ẹ máa bọ̀ re ìjì ayé kì í da omi inú àgbọn ni ìjì ayé ò ní dà yín náà ẹ̀yin náà máa jẹun ọmọ èmi ti ń jẹun ọmọ o. Ẹ̀yin kẹrẹ ẹ máa jẹun ọmọ gbogbo wa máa jẹun ọmọ ògo yín á búyọ ayé ò ní fọwọ́ bògo yín mọ́lẹ̀ ayé kì í fọwọ́ bògo ayé kì í fọwọ́ bògo òṣùpá ayé ò ní fọwọ́ bògo ẹnì kankan wa mọ́lẹ̀. And we really appreciate your time being sharing with us to let the whole world be hearing of this our city, Isire. I'm happy that, when I enter, I saw one aeroplane flying down. I said, over you. I like people joking. So, therefore, mo fi gbogbo àsìkò yìí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin náà. Isire tẹ́rì ẹ̀ ó kéré mọ́nu wọn. Ọmọ tó wà níbẹ̀, ọmọ ni wá o. Try the whole Nigeria of today. Déwájú IG, kò sẹ́ni tí èmi yìí tí mi déwájú ẹ̀. Ọmọ Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ni mí. Based on our recovery, bank recovery and investigation activities.
Thank you very much, sir. So it is on this note, I will be signing off by saying bye-bye and ó dàbọ̀. Yeah. Arenga.